Come watch how I transform my
crappy old wooden rotted deck
to this new concrete patio.
It's going to be real interesting to see how we manage these elevation changes because I have this retaining wall that's going to have to stay here, and I don't want any water drainage going that way, so we have to manage all of it to come this way, but they're going to have to build up over here, so it's going to be really interesting to see how we pull it out.
I do know my limitations with projects like these, and pouring concrete is definitely one of them. I probably could have done the demo myself, but it was just easier to have them bring the dumpster in and get it all knocked out in one day, a few hours.
Today's a big day. We got all this handrail posts, top rails, posts. I gotta go up, starting here, running along this concrete edge. Once I have that up, this is gonna come down, that is gonna come down, and I also have to do it over here around this window well. Hopefully it's nice and smooth.
I did not realize I was going to have to cut these down to length myself, so I didn't have the right tools for the job at first, but the hammer drill I did have on hand went through the concrete like butter, made life nice and easy. With the Sawzall, it's what I had at the time, so I went ahead and cut those pieces, but it was not the prettiest cut in the world, so I ended up going back and getting a chop saw with the proper aluminum blade. It made life way easier there.
Alright, so I spent the better half of yesterday putting these rails up, and it's kind of brought me back to the conundrum I initially had. Here I have some symmetry, not exactly. See how that's higher than that one? And I wanted to, if I was going to put the rail on the wood, I was going to build this up one more 4x, 6x, whatever that is, and then put the handrail on top. And then we opted for putting it on the concrete because of this gap here. But now this front handrail isn't going to line up with this one when I'm done, so I'm kind of annoyed by that, and I'm reconsidering it because even if I were to move this handrail over to here, I could still fill that with gravel and like a flower bed.
The old man came by to help me try to thread through these cables through the holes. The corners were obviously a bit of a challenge, but with a copper pipe we were able to help feed them. We are chopping down the old handrail, which was an exciting time because we finally got to see the whole point of this by using the cable rails was to make it feel way more open. Those rails, those old ones, made it feel so congested, and I hated it.
And here is the finished product.